Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. I'm Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn. We're going to be watching storms between Winnie and back over in towards Taylor Landing, moving off towards the west and southwest. Let's get as quickly as we can into radar. And you can see the activity heaviest between about Winnie back over to Taylor Landing, moving off to the west and southwest. Also still watching showers and storms over towards the other side of Alexander. It'd be interesting to see if these can hold together, maybe cause some isolated, widely scattered showers and storms up in the lakes area. But right now, closest activity is what we need to take care of, specifically over towards Winnie and over towards Hampshire right now. Quite a bit of lightning over the last 15 minutes. I believe there was some 550 strikes as this continues to move on off towards the west and southwest at around 15 miles an hour. 550 strikes within this area, this particular cell, as it moves on off, as I said, off towards the west and southwest. Let's do a scan, a vertical scan on this. This is a slice. We're going to slice this storm up, and we'll go from Winnie and back over towards Taylor Landing. And as you can see, the cell is roughly up to 40,000 feet. So the taller it is, the stronger it is. And this could produce some hail, and that's what we're indicating with very heavy rainfall right now, particularly just around Winnie, indicating rainfall rates at almost 4 inches per hour. So if that cell sat over your area for 1 hour, it would drop nearly 4 inches of rainfall. And the hail has weakened, but again, it's the heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. And again, let's do this once again and do this slice and show you that it looks like it is around 40,000 feet top. So again, the taller it is, the stronger the cell, and we're indicating those tops right around 40,000 feet, as you can see, as it continues to move off to the west and southwest. Could be very close to severe levels, not so much as far as wind, but very heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, and some small hail there indicated. Otherwise, not much up and towards inland Southeast Texas. The cell over towards Village Mills has weakened as it heads off to the southwest. Lots of lightning with these cells today because of the high temperatures in the mid-90s. Lots of instability, not so much over in the lakes area. But again, what is going to happen off towards our north and east with those that band of showers and storms trying to head in from the northwest? Will it weaken before it reaches the lakes area? That's a possibility. So we'll keep a slight chance in. But as you can see, it's got a long road to make it into southeast Texas. So 20 to 30% coverage up in the lakes this evening, and just in case we have some additional development, and about a 40 to 50% coverage this evening here in the Triangle. You can see this is the moisture that we've been tracking. This is headed on into our area tomorrow, and the winds aloft at around 10,000 feet will be out of the northeast tomorrow at 13 to 15 knots. So that will be sufficient to move cells pretty quickly across the area and give us a pretty good coverage tomorrow, despite what latest modeling shows. So this is the HER model that I chose, and I think it's doing the best this evening. It shows everything weakening by 10:30 with no additional development per se. It does try to scare up maybe a 10 to 20% coverage over portions of our area later on towards tomorrow morning, and over towards Winnie once again. We'll see if this materializes, but again, when you've got the amount of moisture in the atmosphere we have, it doesn't take much with a little daytime heating to pop a 30 to 40% coverage. And that's what we're going to go with, despite what this shows. And as you can see, there's the moisture coming on in, and as we head towards tomorrow afternoon, lots of moisture way up the scale. So there's moisture to work with. The high, this is high pressure off towards our north and west over northwest Texas, the Four Corners. So these disturbances coming around the high, moisture coming around the high, keeping us with the chance of at least scattered afternoon showers and storms. Same thing as we head towards, into Wednesday. Plentiful moisture to work with. And then we've got this disturbance. You can see it right here. Will be coming down, and plentiful moisture over our area will interact with daytime heating to produce scattered to possibly numerous showers and storms. Then this kind of winds up, which I don't think that's going to happen, but it is an upper level disturbance that we're going to be dealing with over the course of Thursday and Friday. Then a little drier air. Notice we go way down below the scale as some drier air tries to filter into the area as we work on into, say, Sunday and into Monday. So rain chances may go down as we head towards say the weekend and into early next week. A very powerful Category 4 hurricane. This is Erin moving off to the northwest, not coming in the Gulf of Mexico. That's what ensemble modeling has been showing for days on end, and in fact it heads it back off to the north and east, bypassing the Outer Banks. But again, it could be because the storm is going to be growing in size. It doesn't make a direct hit, but some of the outer bands could reach the Carolina coastline, certainly the North Carolina Outer Banks, as it continues to weaken and begins that big turn off to the north and east. So maybe you've got friends and loved ones over there. I think they're in pretty good shape right now. Otherwise, we're watching another disturbance way out there. This is a disturbance in the far eastern Atlantic. It's got a moderate risk of development over the next 7 days. And it doesn't look like much now, but we'll probably have another X on the map coming up tomorrow or later tonight. Another disturbance coming off the west coast of Africa. And again, this one is, I like that, all the way as we head towards, say, Saturday, should be near Puerto Rico. Now, most of the ensemble members or models take this off towards the north and west. And again, I think at this point we're in pretty good shape, but we're going to continue to monitor this. Again, the most likely is something like that, okay, after we get out of that. This is speculation, but this is, I won't say educated, but this is due to modeling, which I've looked at. Lots of modeling, okay? Yes, there is some modeling that takes it in towards Florida. I don't think this is going to be an issue for us. It's a little too early to say whether or not Florida is in the clear, but the most likely path is a curve off towards the north and then northeast. So still going to have to watch the northeast, or the southeast, I should say, coastline maybe over to Florida, but right now that's where I'm thinking it's going to go. Again, very early, lots can change. We all know that. But I think we're okay with this one too, at least in the western Gulf. A moderate risk of that developing on the Gulf tomorrow, looking at mostly smooth seas around a foot. Very light winds continue to dominate our area's weather the next 7 days. We're looking at north and south winds at 5 to 10 knots. Our temperature very warm at 94. So 50% coverage this evening here in the Triangle, 20 to 30% coverage north of the Triangle. Then for tomorrow, 30 to 40% coverage. Highs low to mid-90s, triple-digit heat indices, and a very high UV index for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going with a 30 to 40% coverage. Highs low to mid-90s, as I just showed you. And again, scattered showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, because of the upper-level disturbance and quite a bit of moisture, that disturbance will lift up the atmosphere and cause scattered and numerous showers and storms coming up Thursday and Friday. Then there's the potential for some drier air sneaking in, as I showed you, so 20, maybe 30% coverage as we work on in towards the weekend. That would be some great news. And again, let's get back to radar because I want to see what it is doing right now with the very latest on that shower and thunderstorm activity over in and around Winnie. So again, this is moving pretty good at a good 15 to 20 miles an hour. It's going to be running out of daytime heating very shortly. But again, some of that activity could hold together, maybe affecting Newton County later on tonight. And again, lots of moisture off towards our east. This is all moving our way. So yes, it probably will wind down late tonight, but with that moisture moving over our area and favorable winds aloft, could see a pretty good coverage coming up tomorrow afternoon, despite what I showed you. So again, closer inspection shows the shower and thunderstorm activity moving off towards the west and southwest. It's seeking more instability, and where it hasn't rained over towards Hobby and over towards Houston, that's where it's trying to go. It's trying to seek areas where it's not rain cooled, like up in the Beaumont, Port Arthur, and in southeast Texas. So that's why this is moving away. So lots of lightning. Winnie back over to near Stoll. Let's see, this is well over 350 to 400 strikes of lightning in the last 15 minutes. Quite a bit of lightning over towards Winnie and heading over towards Anahuac, getting a good cell there. Let's see, in the clear for Port Arthur and Port Acres. It just rained there. This activity over to southwest Louisiana appears to be weakening and heading off towards the southwest. Outflow boundary going off to the northwest, so our winds are going to swing around back to the south and east with cooling actually because of that outflow boundary. And let's again take a slice and see if anything has changed with that cell right over Winnie into, say, southwestern Jefferson County. Oh, there's another outflow. Cold air or rain-cooled air rushes out like a miniature cold front. So cooling temperatures there into Chambers County. And again, this cell, yeah, up to 40,000 feet. So there is the potential for hail with this right over Winnie. Let's see if there is on the heaviest rainfall. We're getting rainfall rates near Winnie. Yeah, it's still 3 to 4 inches per hour rainfall rate. So very heavy rainfall starting to move out of Winnie, but that cell is heading on into off to the southwest over towards Chambers County. Again, some small hail possible, probably under an inch, but that'll probably come up in an inch right there. As you can see, right to the south and east of Winnie. Again, this is moving off to the south and west. Otherwise, not much going on in towards Silsbee, back over to Buna. You may be done for the night up in the lakes area, but again, I'm not ready to give up the shower and thunderstorm activity because there's still instability in the atmosphere as this activity is trying to move in towards the north and east. Otherwise, as you can see, I've colorized the deepest moisture over Louisiana, and that is this area of moisture in the atmosphere is going to be moving over our area tomorrow. So scattered showers and thunderstorms at the very least coming up tomorrow afternoon. Could we see numerous? Sure, that is certainly on the plate. So tonight, let's see if I have any questions. Again, you can text me. Let's see if I have anything. No messages. Okay, no text. So this is later tonight, 7 p.m. This is slow, but it does show the activity off towards our south and west. There's a number if you want to ask a question, 409-749-9302. That moves off to the south and west. And again, with the activity over towards Louisiana, don't be surprised if we get some late night showers and storms or towards the morning. So we're probably going to keep a chance even up in the lakes area, maybe a 20% coverage overnight and tomorrow morning, as I just believe that with a little bit of sun, things will pop and we should get a 30, maybe 40% coverage across our area with highs in low to mid 90s. So again, the flow is out of the north and east. High pressure is over the Four Corners, back over there. So any disturbance and moisture is going to be working in from the north and east. So that's what we've got to watch for over the next several days. Lots of moisture, as you can see, and then an upper level disturbance coming in on Thursday and Friday across southeast Texas should keep us with a pretty good chance of shower and thunderstorm activity. Of course, airing is not an issue for us. It's staying out of the Gulf and is likely to bypass, for the most part, the outer banks of the Carolinas. There is a tropical storm watch in effect. We'll be watching this. There we go. Didn't I just say that we probably would see another X coming off the coastline? The Hurricane Center just putting this out. And again, this will likely be just